If you want to smoke a cigarette that's mild and good tasting too, try pot. I did.
The miracle has happened, I'm a lyrical assassin with the lyrics that I thought up and these lyrics that I'm rapping. I'll be spitting till I slaughter all these bitches that be yapping. I'll be spitting till I fall off, but I don't think it will happen. Like the cake with the ice and I'm so enticing. When I'm rhyming, I shine like a diamond that's inside the lighting. Firing to the bars I'm writing, with vibesing, my ting, living shock lightning. Way better than these man when I just fuck around. Man, I'm coming straight in from the underground. If you man I hate me, tell a man to suck his mother out. Great, they just wonder how I come and slave with my tongue.
Hello and welcome to MoReece J TV, and shout out to all the Mo gang. Thank you all for coming over. Love you guys. And we've got another track right here from my man Drewbe. This is called A Father's Creed. Now Drewbe is one of our newest members of the Lyrical Assassins. One of the guys we've just literally started promoting. We started off with a reaction which I did to his Backwards Grind, which he did with Leroy Biggs, and a couple of other reactors have jumped on it as well. I believe Mad Hats jumped on it. I know a couple of other reactors jumped on it, but Drewbe is a really nice guy. He's working really hard on his music. He's got an album coming. So keep your eye out for that. Make sure you go sub over to his channel on YouTube. He's on Instagram. I believe he's on Twitter too. We haven't, I don't know if anybody's noticed, I know you probably have, the Lyrical Assassins Twitter got briefly suspended. I've spoken to Twitter. Basically it fell into their spam accounts, and they sent me an email just to verify I'm a real person. That's basically what they wanted to know. They just want to verify I'm a real person. I've emailed them back, and in a few days or so the Twitter should be back up and active again. So that's why I haven't just sort of abandoned the Lyrical Assassins Twitter. Luckily it is our smallest, in terms of promoting, it's our smallest, least followed. We're not as big on Twitter as we are on Instagram, but still, I know people like King Blitz, T-Rev, Elijah Kyle, Analyst, Angry Orphan. A lot of the guys that we promote are found on Twitter more than IG. So what I've been doing, as you may have noticed, is I've been using my reactor MoReece J account. So if you still want to keep up with the Lyrical Assassins on Twitter and you ain't following my MoReece J account, please go follow my MoReece J account, as I am doing a lot of the sharing and retweets and dropping stuff over there. So I mean, to be honest, I'm not doing it on my MoReece J account as much because I don't want to confuse people too much. So I've just been doing basic retweets for those that use Twitter more. But the Instagram is still highly active. And remember, you can always go into our LinkTree, which is in the description below, and check out all of our LinkTree links, such as our website, and you can find absolutely everything to do with all the Lyrical Assassins on there. Everything is on there. So the website is actually the best go-to. Anyway, not taking anything more away from Drewbe. Drewbe is an awesome guy. He really wants my reaction on this one. He's asked a couple of times. It's been in my list. It's just getting round to it because I have so many reactions. But I'm also very conscious that Drewbe is new to us. He's only had one reaction from me. We've only really pushed his main track. I did have this one pushed earlier on today, I think I did. So we will be, did I do it earlier on today, or did I decide? I might have just decided. I need to check. This is what happens. I lose track. This is what happens. I lose track. I'll double check. If I haven't, I'll push it straight after this reaction. But I know I am aiming to promo this track as well. I just didn't want to mess around with this track too much because obviously I wanted to get this reaction done first to make it authentic. So without further ado, guys, without me waffling on, I'm in a bit of a chatty mood today, so bear with me. This is Drewbe with Father's Creed. Let's go, guys. Let's get into this. Let's find out what he's saying. I'm loving this this animated artwork, like that Christmas tree. That Christmas tree is nice, man. I don't care what anyone says. I mean, people will over decorate trees. People make the funkiest trees, but just a nice tree like that with the white lights, perfect. Look at this snow. It's nice. It's nice. I like it. Real Christmas.
Told you, baby girl, daddy's gonna have to make it. Told you I'ma be the next upcoming greatest. Never can I look back even though we haven't made it, yeah. Always gonna have them critics looking at you, baby. Told you, baby girl, daddy's...
Oh, let me go back. There's just a few little bits that I missed there that I want to make sure I catch.
Be the next upcoming greatest. Never can I look back even though we haven't made it, yeah. Always gonna have them critics looking at you, baby. Told you, baby.
So he's letting his little girl know. So this must be him holding his daughter right there, and he's just letting her know that he's gonna make it. You know, he's gonna make it. He wants to build a pathway for himself to reach his goals in order to provide a great life for his daughter. This is what I'm getting already.
Girl, daddy's gonna have to make it. Told you I'ma be the next upcoming greatest. Never can I look back even though we haven't made it, yeah. Always gonna have them critics looking at you, baby. Looking at my baby, but you came and fucking look at me. Maybe the fucking problem was the one that had inside of me. Now I'm at the top.
Whoa. Let me do this again. Drewbe, what are you doing to me, my man? I want to hear everything.
Yeah, always gonna have them critics looking at you, baby. Looking at my baby, but you came and fucking look at me. Maybe the fucking problem was the one that had inside of me. Now
So was there an issue with somebody, my man?
I'm at the top, and the only thing in front of me is a legacy. Leaving for my daughter, she will have to exceed.
The only thing in front of him is his legacy. He's gonna leave for his daughter. That's real, man. So I don't know. I need to listen more before I make an analysis, I think.
Damn it, she's a rougher, so we are a different breed. Cut from the same fabric, but she was built to succeed. Cross the dotted line, and I promise that I'll make you bleed. Got too much to lose, you can find me on these banging beats. Never can I give up on my...
You can find me on these banging bits. Let me just do
From
this.
the same fabric, but she was built to succeed. Cross the dotted line, and I promise that I'll make you bleed. Got too much to lose, you can find me on these banging beats. Never can I give up on my daughter, she's the life of me. Gotta give her the world, cause only she sees the best in me.
Yeah, let's give his daughter the best life ever, because she looks up to him, man. She sees the good in him. Like, you know, it don't matter when you're a father. Like, us men, we do bad shit. Yeah, it don't matter how big or small. Us men, we do bad shit because we're opportunists. We see opportunity in something, and we know that there's some form of gain, or we see there's some form of it's like inbuilt predatorial. You know, us men are predators. So when we see opportunity, the mind starts evaluating. You know. And some men are real bad with it and they become monsters. And some men are quite tame with it and they often become gentlemen. And then you get those in the middle that, you know, do their best to do things right but fuck up quite occasionally. But what the one thing about being a father is, as long as you don't mess up with your kids, they will be by your side through fucking everything, no matter how bad it is. Oh, they'll roast you. They'll roast you, especially as they get older. They roast you harder, they'll roast you more. But as long as you don't hurt them, you got allies for life right there. And there's nothing that can compare to being a parent to great children, man. I mean, being a parent full stop, but I mean, when you've got that bond, that real bond, Nothing can compare to it, not at all.
This is why I do this for my family, I invest in me. Now I'm at the top, y'all can only witness history.
Told you, baby girl, daddy's gonna have to make it. Told you I'ma be the next upcoming greatest. Never can I look back even though we haven't made it, yeah. Always gonna have them critics look.
Oh, you're gonna make it, man. You're gonna make it, mark my words. I created Lyrical Assassins. Let me just give you an idea. I created Lyrical Assassins February. That's how young we are. February. We started off promoting some of the people that we mess with every day. T-Rev, Alpha Byte, Hollow, Factor 50, Fractured Planet. Blind Sight came in a little bit later, that's a long story. Playboy the Beast, Koofies, people that we were promoting anyway as reactors and reaction channels and promoters and all that. And to be honest, it was me and Pug had a conversation. Now I'm going to make this as short as possible because I don't want to get into the rest of the track. I just want to give you an idea. This all started in February. Me and Pug had a conversation about doing this. T-Rev was one of the first artists to be aware. Then Alpha Byte. I think Alpha Byte was the first to jump straight on board. Now we're being shouted at everywhere. We've been shouted at in people's music. Everybody knows who we are. Most people know who we are anyway. We've got reactors that, you know, do a ton of reactors like Mad Hats, Clover, The Real McCoy, Joe the Kid. Recently we've been getting a lot from I Am He, Fable. Occasionally, you know, we'll promote other guys like The Listener, Reactor ENC, you know, just for showing love to the artists that we push. And it's growing so thick and fast. Trust me, man, like, the more we grow, the more we're going to push you guys with us. 100%, 100%. So hang in tight, brother, hang in tight.
Looking at you, baby. Told you, baby girl, daddy's gonna have to make it. Told you I'ma be the next upcoming greatest. Never can I look back even though we haven't made it, yeah. Always gonna have them critics looking at you, baby.
Made a promise to your brother, I can never break it. I can never lose myself again. Look what I created, a masterpiece so beautiful. Hope she looks a little like me. Hope she gets her mother's brain, so she goes farther than me. Doesn't mean there's something wrong with me. I lose myself again. Look what I created, a masterpiece so beautiful. Hope she looks a little like me. Hope she gets her.
So he's evaluating his own self-worth via his daughter. So he looks at his daughter and how beautiful she is, how perfect she is to him, you know, everything he could have dreamed of in a tiny little human being that's his flesh and blood. And that's how he's evaluating himself. You know, look what I've created, look what I've achieved. I mean, it don't matter how much he achieves in this world, ain't nothing gonna be as big as his child. And that should go for every man. Don't matter what you create, how big you create. Don't matter if don't matter if you reach world domination. The greatest thing you can create is another human being. It's just, that's a fact, and he's evaluating himself on that, and that's a real father right there.
Mother's brain, so she goes farther than me. Doesn't mean there's something wrong with me. I just wanted to see your only brother's not around, but this is how it's supposed to be. So every time I look up in the sky, I'm always thinking, see, God damn, it feels so good that I can finally breathe. Looking in your eyes, baby girl, I know you're something special. Always gonna put you to the test to hit the next level. Never settle for less, you always gonna have to strive for more. Nothing in this world is free, you're gonna have to work for yours.
Yeah, and that's the best gift you can give a child, the right tools to make it in life. I mean, I often get a little bit fed up with, you know, especially Christmas time, birthday times, summer holidays, all of that, because it's almost like a race to buy as much for your children as possible. Now, I ain't gonna sit here and say I don't like buying my kids gifts. I love buying them gifts. I love watching their faces when they open their gifts. I love how they, you know, they give you a big hug and a kiss and say thank you, and they're away with the new iPad or the PlayStation or whatever it is you get them. But none of that is going to mean shit when they leave home. They ain't taking that PlayStation with them. They ain't taking that iPad with them. That's old news now. That was something they'll remember. Oh, I remember that birthday when you got me that old school fucking computer. You know, like that. What really matters to a child is how much you teach them and provide them with the knowledge, the time, the effort and the knowledge and the discipline for them to understand how the world works and how they're going to get through it smoothly as possible. You give your child that, you've given them the world.
Big girl, daddy's gonna have to make it. Told you I'ma be the next upcoming greatest. Never can I look back even though we haven't made it yet. Always gonna have the critics looking at you, baby.
That was absolutely fire, my man. That was absolutely fire. I like this. I'll tell you what. Backwards Grind was a litty track. Was a litty track. I loved it. You were talking your shit. The beat was fire. You had Leroy on there, which just, you know, just added to the lit, how lit it was. The hook was amazing. But this one right here, you know, these tracks here, these are the ones, these type of tracks are the most slept on tracks, you know, because, you know, when you look at music today, a lot of people are looking for that track that slaps them, that track that they can turn up in their car, make them drive a bit more aggressively, you know, bumping in the club. Your friends come round, oh, listen to this banger, gets everybody hyped. But tracks like this is one that people need to be able to sit and listen to by themselves, because there's so much relatable shit. And I'll tell you why it's so relatable. Even if you ain't a parent, you have parents or you had parents, and somebody played a parent to you, or you played a parent to someone, whether biological, non-biological, doesn't matter. This track right here could relate to anyone. That's what I'm trying to say, and it's a deep message. This is obviously a message to his daughter. Him trying to put on wax how he feels, and I don't think any father could 100% achieve to be able to verbally express exactly how the feeling is. You literally have to be in that position and be a parent to understand it. But this track right here holds so much more value than most tracks. It really does. Like tracks like this one and tracks like this hold far more value, because there's a purpose. It holds a purpose. This will have longevity, this track, in the sense that when he's gone, his daughter will still remember this track. She'll probably still play this track. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like it's got so much more value. You know, anybody who's a parent will understand the words in this track. So I'm going to say this is a fire piece of fucking work, 100%. This is a lit piece of work. I really like this. Really like this. In a way, more than Backwards Grind. I ain't gonna lie, Backwards Grind definitely got me hype. I love it, but this one has true meaning to it, and I love that. And I think more artists should be doing stuff like this, and then we'll probably see hip hop start to make a real comeback back to where it was in the 90s, when Tupac used to make tracks like this. What was that one? The Letter to My Unborn. Amazing because it had a purpose. So like if Tupac had a child somewhere after his death, after he died, if he left someone pregnant when he died, and then a child grows up and hears that track, do you see what I'm saying? Like it's amazing. This is like this is one for the shelf, man. This is one for the shelf. Sit on the shelf to be seen and heard every day. Shout out to you, Drewbe. So guys, you've been watching MoReece J TV, and I thank you for watching MoReece J TV. Don't forget, while you're still here, head down into the description and click on our LinkTree link in the description below. It's got our website on there. It's got our hip hop shop on there. It's got a Lyrical Assassins Part 1 mixtape on there, and it's got our MoReece J TV store on there, where you can, we've got our Mo Vaseline line of merch, MoReece J line of merch, and our Lyrical Assassins line of merch. So go check that out. And if you're a big Eminem fan, go join my group on Facebook, Eminem Rap God. Just type that in on Facebook, go join that group over there, we'll take care of you. So guys, you've been watching MoReece J TV, and I'll catch you again in a little bit. Take care, guys. That's a real parent song, man.